Hi, this is the second part of your research. This is the rubric. So in class, I'm going to say, look at this on your own. I'm not going to tell you to look at the flipped lesson. Okay, so Mrs. Harris here, and I'm going through what you need to do to get an A in this essay. I don't think it's so bad. Okay, so how high of an A depends on how well the quotes are discussed in the grammar and punctuation are used. I should put that down. 6 quote minimum in the essay. Oh, that changed. I forgot to change this. So what do we say it was? 2, 4. I shortened the assignment. In the essay, they're clearly cited. 2 sources are used in each of the first 2 body paragraphs. Introduction paragraph, hook, bridge, clear thesis, focus, major points. That's category 1, category 2. Double space, 12-point font. Essay thoroughly explains topic to the reader. Body paragraphs give relevant, compelling, specific, thorough information from topic. Well-developed explanation. Research explanation is in students' own words. Essay offers factual information followed by student discussion. Body 3 is developed explanation why this research is important or relevant to our world or to you. So conclusion paragraph summarizes the thesis, major points, reflects on the topic, relates to our society today, completes hook about the celebrity that had nothing and made something out of himself, the American dream. The transitions take the reader from one idea in the paragraph to another. It's clear. This should be a semicolon, is it? I can't tell. Let's change it. It is clear when one point ends, another point begins due to transitions. Mature words and phrasings are used. It's well organized, no confusions. Standard English grammar is employed, no major errors in sentence structure, avoid run-ons, commas, places, fragments, punctuation is accurate. Okay, so B is everything the A is, except that you may have a little bit, this is a bit different. 3 to 4 quotes in a paragraph. You might not have as many, but really your development is, you may be missing a quote, but your development is not so great. If you have 4 quotes and your development is not great, you're probably at a B. If you have 3 quotes and your development is great, it's a B. If you have 3 quotes and your development is poor, you're still at a C. Okay, so if that makes sense. Again, it depends. How high the B depends on how well the quotes are discussed in your grammar. Okay, so B basically lacks a little bit of development. C, I think. See how it goes. It says so you just dropped down to like a freshman level paper. There's only 1 article in the paragraph. So for B and A, you have to have 2 articles per paragraph. You might be missing a hook or reflection. You may. It's bare bone discussion, and you know what? It only has 3 quotes in the paper. So body 3 needs development. Researchers explain the students' own words. Many problems with standard English grammar and punctuation. How high C depends on grammar and punctuation. D, now we're talking about. It lacks facts. It lacks quotes. It's a summary. Here's no quotes. You're just summarizing the facts, no quotes. So, and then it's really not developed, no organization. And then F, we're not even going to go there. Okay, here's how you have to submit this paper to turnin.com. I hope we can do this during the time we're at the writing lab computers. So this is how you register. Sophomores, if you're new, you do it under freshmen. If you're a sophomore, you did it before you follow these instructions. Basically, you go to turnin.com and you fill out the information. You put new user if you're a freshman, or you haven't done it before, and you select student. And sophomores, you need to remember what you put in for last year, unless you want to do it all over again. So here's what you have to do: put in your password, which should be your 6-digit ID. If you forget that, then I cannot help you. 6-digit ID, that's it. And then it has to be the initial of your last name. That's your ID, right? So try capitalizing this initial. If it does not work, put the password again using a lowercase initial. So example, if Tom Maxwell's ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, his password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, M for Maxwell. It's your student ID. Some students were told to use different passwords last year. You need to do it this way so it's simple, you can remember it. So you're going to need, once you see the page looks like something like the box below, I think I deleted that so you don't see it. I don't know if that's it. You get to enroll in a class. So I think at one point you have to put in a secret question. That should be popcorn. Okay, so I think I deleted that here. So your secret question is popcorn, lowercase p. So if you forget, mother's maiden name popcorn, so if you forget your password, you know mother's maiden name popcorn. Okay, so they're going to ask you, excuse me, ask you this information. Class ID, here's period 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, depends. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, sorry, depends on your class. That's your ID, and that's your class name. If you're in period 2, well, this is only sophomores. If you're in period 7, your class name is period 7, one word, period 7. If you're in period 8, you're period 8, one word. First and last name you put in, email address only at school. Don't forget the @wths.net. Password, your student ID, and the initial of your last name capitalized. So that's an example. Secret question must be mother's maiden name. And then you write in the word popcorn. Why? Because I know what you did. Because you're going to forget it. You know you will. Sign the user agreement after reading it. And I think this is for you, your generation, you should be able to do this. Lesson 3. Okay. If you want a B grade, even an A grade paper has to look more like a discussion of your research and less like a response to a quiz question or a journal entry. You cannot have a list of quotes. Here's last year's topic. Children will have problems if they have harsh environments. We've also learned more in recent years about how harsh environments in childhood can increase the risk for physical illness and early death. Stress is hard on kids and gives kids illnesses. Sometimes kids die from their harsh environments. And then the students went on to the next quote. You need more discussion. Well, I changed this assignment to make it something you can talk about your career. Talk about your career. Whatever the quote was related to you, discuss it. You need to discuss your research. So you pulled out research, discuss it. Here's what you should have done. So in your explanation, you add additional article information. Other facts need to be used to give the reader an understanding of the research. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Then you go to your next quote after you give a lot of discussion. So here we go. To begin, here's a transition to begin with. Here's the quote right there, and here's the lead-in. To begin with, studies show that difficult home environments cause problems in children that, in fact, research has. It's your lead-in quote. Learn more in recent years about how harsh environments in childhood can increase the risk for physical illness and death. That's the quote. Now you explain what the quote means. Just explain the quote. In other words, when kids go home to stress, they become sick medically and emotionally because of their home life. Kids with stress in their home may miss out on sleep. Healthy foods and positive energy. Sleeplessness and sadness can make a person become sick. So that's when you explain your actual article. And here's where you talk about how that relates to your life. Why is it important to you? Talk about your goals. So in this case, it was a little more difficult of an assignment, but they're going to apply that to the real life. The article goes on to say that kids with constant stress at home have higher chances of having psychological and emotional problems later in life. Kids who are abused may be more likely to take drugs, drink alcohol, experience depression, and or anxiety. These kids are probably too preoccupied with fights in their homes to be successful. Instead, they may avoid going home and become friends with other troubled kids. Their parents have so many problems that cause the abuse or the stressful home environment that they probably do not even ask the kids about their homework. Because both the kids and the parents and the kids are in survival mode, kids from abusive homes are probably suffer in school. Discuss the topic, educate your audience, explain the quote, apply the quotes. For you, it's easier. What does a quote mean? Apply it to yourself, your career, your dream, your American dream. Oh, this means we're done. Wow. Well, I'll see you in class. Good luck on your research. It's only 190 points. No pressure. See you later.